Maddie Press from TV21, and you're listening to Teen Speak Out podcast, the show that gets thoughts and feelings from students around the Toms River District. Today we're talking about if men are better at sports than women. We had the chance to travel around the high school east and to get some opinions. Let's take a look at what our classmates said.
I'm Kaylee Fontana for TV21's Teen Speak Out. We had a chance to talk to some of the students here at High School East to get their opinion on if men or women are better at sports. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
I think men are better at sports than women, and it's genetically proven that men are stronger than women in pretty much every way.
In my opinion, I think it depends on the sport. I think statistically speaking, men have more testosterone, so that kind of like gives them an unfair advantage. But I think that women can do anything equally as well as.
I think it depends on the sport. Like, I think that in football, I definitely think that men will always be better than women. But in like a sport like swimming, I think that women can definitely be better. But I think it depends on like the level of the sport and like what it like contains.
I think statistically men are better at most sports because they have an advantage. They have like a biological makeup that they are better at sports. But I think at some certain sports, women can beat them at sports.
Yeah, just because like they have like a bigger advantage with like their speed and like strength, endurance, and stuff like that. Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. I definitely think that men are more muscular and they have more endurance, but I wouldn't say that all men are better than women.
I think men are definitely more like stronger, but I think girls are able to do anything guys can do, so.
I think it all depends on the sport. Like, men are better at some sports than women, but women are better than other sports than men, so.
I think that they could both be good at, like, different things, but, like, I think men, like, genetically have, like, more muscles, but I think it also depends on the sport.
Men, because, you know, I'm more athletic than women, so, yeah, that's my reason.
It sure looks like there's some strong opinions here at High School East. For TV21's Teen Speak Out, I'm Kaylee Fontana.
On the show tonight, we have Kaylee Fontana and Maddox. I forgot your last name.
It's okay. It's
a 10th grader and an 11th grader. And welcome to Teen Speak Out. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
Okay, so first off, we're going to be talking about, do you believe that men are generally stronger than women?
I think they are, but I think there's reasons behind it, not just because they're just stronger.
Yeah, I agree, but I feel like there's a lot of like stigma that comes with it. Like, oh, all men are stronger than women. Like, there are some like really skinny dudes.
Yeah, they're not strong at all.
Like, and I feel like
it definitely depends on like the person.
Yeah, it depends on the person. It really does.
Okay, next. Do you think that men work harder than women?
No.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a hard question.
Yeah, that's like, I guess it also depends on the person, but I feel like
it depends on what sport.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like how hard
like time sports, women could be better than time sports.
Yeah, like
but
swimming.
like in football and stuff, I don't
Yeah.
think women would be better at that.
Yeah,
because it's like, especially like tackle football, that would be like,
like
a
flag,
yeah.
maybe.
I think it's good to have women in that stuff, but I feel like it's definitely difficult for them. But I think it's a good thing to have.
Okay, now, do you think that women have to put in more time and effort than men?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you think that they have to put in more time and effort to like get a scholarship?
Yes, I think they do.
I say yes, actually.
I don't know. Actually.
I think that scholarships are prominently for men.
Yeah. I can understand that, especially since obviously the school system didn't
Yeah,
allow like women till like the 60s or 70s. So yeah, like I think Harvard had like their first female students, and like don't quote me on this, but like the 70s or something,
Yeah,
something crazy like that, like which is weird. So I can understand how that would be a built system around that, like built system, whatever.
Okay, next question. Do you think that men are superior to women?
No.
No,
not at all. Actually,
not at all.
Okay. Do you think men find motivation in being better than women?
Yes.
Yes.
I think
it depends on the men, but like even if you don't admit it, I feel like you definitely do at least a little bit.
There's like definitely a large ego that some guys have,
and it's all about like competition and stuff.
Yeah, and I feel like if a woman is like benching 100 pounds versus you benching 100 pounds, the woman benching 100 pounds is way more impressive than you. Because you can literally do like this 5 times, and you're like, I have 3,000 pounds of muscle. Like, It's so stupid.
Okay, now do you agree that women are more emotionally expressive than men?
Yes.
I think so.
I think so.
But
then again, it can depend on the person, like the person's background and stuff like that.
I definitely do think that if you think about it, more women are emotionally
Just, like,
attached to
typically.
things than guys.
Yeah, but it could also just be like the way we're women are socialized.
Yeah.
Because if men are brought up to be, oh, don't cry, then they're not gonna cry, which is kind of not that great because we have a bunch of men who bottle up their feelings and yell at people.
Yeah,
and
I
hit
feel
people.
like women are like more emotionally in depth than men.
And I think that's a lot better than like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you believe that women's brains are faster than men's?
Yes. I think that women are intellectually better than men.
That's what
Personally.
I actually don't have an opinion.
In
on
this
that
school,
one.
I think so.
Yeah, I think definitely on maturity level.
Yeah, on a maturity
women
level,
age
100%.
like mentally. I think they age faster because if you compare a 12 or 13-year-old girl to a 12 or 13-year-old boy, it's vastly different.
How do you think that men and women brains differ, if at all?
Probably just the way they're raised.
Yeah, I just think that men are raised to like not cry, be tougher, but girls are raised to like express how they feel and tell everyone how they feel about a situation.
Or sometimes like women being seen as they're weak for being emotional, and especially like for men like, oh, don't cry.
But let's be honest, if men show more emotion, that means personally to me they're more manly because they know how to show how they feel.
Yeah, I think the most manly thing you can do is be able to show your emotion and not be afraid to like say something.
About how you feel.
Say something.
Okay. Do you think that men work better than women on certain teams? If so, why?
I feel like it's 50-50.
Yeah.
Because men are like more competitive,
Right.
which I feel like would make them win or be better at something.
Or like try harder, like work harder. Like football hours of training.
Yeah.
And not even like when you're at training, you go to like the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love lifting weights. I like to pick things up and put them down.
Do you think that men are better leaders than women?
No.
I don't. I think it
so.
could be equal, but
I don't think they are.
I feel like people would listen to a man. More.
But I think that women have better opinions.
Yeah, or like they're more like considerate.
I feel like women are more motivated, just how.
But I feel like if a man is mean and in charge, he's a good boss. But if a woman's mean and in charge, then she's a female dog.
Yeah.
A female dog.
Okay, well, I would like to thank you all for being here today, and it was a great hearing from all the different opinions around their school. Please be sure to tune in for our YouTube channel for more episodes of this show and others. For Teen Speak Out, I am Shirley Perez.